Welcome everyone, it's Favorite Strigamar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We're going to be starting the new rotation of the Doom Tower with some new additions to the lineup. Let's try this mixture with like a deacon over the top. I knew I wasn't going to be able to blast that. That almost was that. Yeah, that was under a minute. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. You see this new Hordin strategy? We are eating our way with Hordin. Because he just gains extra turns each time. Hordin the machine. See the might of it? That almost was ridiculous right there. Unfortunately, we didn't get the decreased defense, which would have been guaranteed. Because these tyrants are a little bit... They're a little bit not squishy. There we go. Let's keep it up. The climb begins. The climb begins again. Don't know why they're so tanky, but I'm just gonna not question it and keep going. Because guess what? I've got a long tower to climb. And not a lot of time to climb it. That extra turn, I think, saved him. I'll take it. Start with Secret Room 1 again. Do we even have any rare revivers? We do, but none of them built. Yeah, we gotta build ourselves a rare reviver. That's a bit of a shame that I don't. Here we don't have as much liberty of choice. Of who we want to pick, but that still doesn't mean that we're not going to do a lot of impact here. We're going to want these secret rooms because we're going to get distracted with the other rooms, and then I'm not going to be able to, under a minute, claim more frags. That'll be our 12th Dark Kale frag. I still want Dark Kale to this day. It's another 90 fragments to go. I estimate we're probably going to get him sometime late next season. By which time, by the way, we might have a better nuker that'll allow me to clear Doom Tower hard. Because I need a really powerful nuker to get past Doom Tower hard. Like an AoE nuker, like a Leorius or something. Or a Seer. Something to blast through. Something to just blast through waves like no one else's business. Because that's the only real way, right? It's the only real way we're going to get to Doom Tower hard, right? We need something that's just going to cut through. I'm going to have the right gear and have something that just cuts through waves. Like, it has to be something that easily cuts through the toughest waves. It can't just be like this Hordin in his current state. It has to be more crit damage, more crit rate. It has to be a machine. Or something with really, really high multipliers like Leorius. Or Skullcrown or something. Something that hits really hard. And then dress it in Savage. And then with that, we might be able to do it. And then maybe a miscreated monster. Like something that'll make us last and at the same time do very high damage. Like it's got to be a combination of higher protection, higher gear, and higher damage. We need very high damage to make Doom Tower hard really worth my time. Because Doom Tower hard is really, really special. And you need a specific setup, especially for the wave content, And some rotations, it's a nightmare. Like, Dark Fae rotation, can we even imagine what that's like on hard? Oh, I don't even want to imagine it right now, because it is a very unpleasant thing to imagine Doom Tower hard, like Dark Fae or whatever. Very unpleasant. There we go. Just keep going. We need to get to that boss. I'm amazed that didn't one-shot him. That was very unfortunate. Okay, so Magma Dragon, there's several approaches. This is one approach, but there's a number of approaches we can do with this. We still want Black Knight. Trying to think. Who do I want to blow this boss up with? I've got an idea. Because I want to beat this boss quick. Because I've got other places to be, other content to do. This may seem like an unconventional method of doing this, but we're gonna do it anyway. See that damage? And try to provoke him. That's why you don't want it. We're gonna look for the provoke, right? I don't know why we didn't get the provoke. But we didn't. We destroyed him without provoke. I'll take it. And with that, we'll have to wait until the key rotates around. As per usual. If you're wondering why I did some silver quests for clan quests. Let's try that. Get some legendary artifacts here and there. There we go. 3 of 3. And as per usual, I buy up some of that energy fuel because you never know. You never know when you might need it. Then I gotta check the other account and clear its Doom Tower. Because you know. That's why I clear that. Because I get energy fuel to keep the account going along with those fragments. Check the regular quests. Upgrade champ to rank 4. Let's do that first. Still not sure. I'll dispose of that. Building her up doesn't even entertain me. There we go. Same with Medicus. Medicus is so lame. Unless there's a really big reason to build Medicus. Okay. So let's get back to Doom. So what do we want? Where are our nukes? Nukos. And we'll just do that. Like that. Let's see, let's try that. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's give it a go. Alright. I'll take it. Since this isn't the Dark Fae rotation, I think we're going to be forgiven more. Right. Still under a minute, but it's not as efficient. We don't have as much resources on here. Guess I could use Whisper. Alright, good. We gotta keep this going though. It is a little bit haphazard, so that could bite us in the butt, but so far it hasn't. So let's just keep, if it's not completely broken, we might as well abuse it while we can to get this damage off with the Siege Hulk strategy. Get floor 3 down. Floor 4. Get that. Time compress these fools. Wish that would grant an extra turn. That would make that move much better. If it granted an extra turn to War Maiden. Because as it stands, it's a mediocre move. Like, true, it increases attack, and that's a nice touch, but it's only truly effective if that grants an extra turn. That would be great, though. If that granted an extra turn, it would turn her from A+ tier to S tier if she could grant an extra turn. And S+ if she was less fragile. But alas. Like, I'm not going to count her, like, her aesthetic against her. Her aesthetic is actually pretty nice. So actually pretty balanced, considering she's wearing nothing, practically. She's pretty balanced. Okay. Well. Let's do that. Because these other nukers are not built, so. It's going to be a bit slower here. Especially since when we're talking rares, right? We don't have the real big hitters. Okay, we got 2 of Akoth and 1 of the other one, the helmet. We got helmet complete. Which I'm happy about because we can hatch him next CVC. Thankfully. We could start fusing the Akoth. Believe me, I am tired from trying to do Dark Fae last night, but I'm still going ham. Because I want to have both of my accounts have access to doing 5 silver keys as quickly as I can. I don't want to delay that. These torture helms are... Okay, these guys are getting really on my nerves. Like, badly. Okay, finally, they stayed down. Now there is a way to totally nullify them with Phoenix, but this account doesn't have a Phoenix. And Phoenix, its lack of Phoenix or a champion just like him, with a guaranteed easy to access block revive on a low turn cooldown or a no turn cooldown, like a Neithui, makes this account much more difficult to climb the waves. A lot of people don't really understand the value of a Neithui Blood Twin. I know he doesn't hit the hardest, but the fact that every move he has a block revive on it makes him worth the pain if you can get him. The trouble is, getting him is usually extremely rare because he is, unfortunately, in the same class of champions as a bunch of other ones that are really hard to get. I guess Mortu could be a good option here. I just need to get him in better gear so that he doesn't... so that his peril procs and he's not already dead. Because that's always the issue with Mortu Macabre, is that you want to get his peril proc and then he dies by the time his peril is supposed to do its due diligence. Now there are ways around this, but all of this involves okay, first things first. We want to get rid of these Elder Scargs at any cost. Because if you don't stop these Elder Scargs, they will start doing things that are extremely unpleasant. You don't want that. Now, the reason I went for the no heal approach is I'm trying to keep the speed at a maximum with just 6-star damage dealers. If it doesn't work, I'll go away from it. But right now, it's working. So if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to keep trucking. I could use Mr. Mags for this one if this doesn't work. You want to take him out of the equation straight away because that guy on the right is a Roshkard the Tower. And the problem with Roshkard, right, is if you let him live, he'll make your life a living hell. So you really don't want Roshkard to live. Right. You don't want Roshkard to live. Dunzo, and then for this one, we're just going to use the standard strategy. Because I don't trust my squad to do the job of the thing. I don't trust it. One day, I will have a Draco. One day. Maybe. Or a Michelle. Like, there's a whole bunch of legendaries. Like, why did I have to get a duplicate Borgar for the next legendary on here? Why? I never understood it. I guess it's for Hydra, but that's about it. And maybe certain bosses. I guess he's useful for Pommel. Because he increases resist, right? You want that provoke on there at all times, especially if your damage isn't ludicrously high. If your accuracy isn't. Generally, most of my provokes are not landing, which is crazy. Seems crazy to me. That's the provoke we wanted. There we go. Nope. I don't know how they finally figured out that I live in Canada, not the United States, but they did. Anyway. We're going to try this, and I'm going to call it a night. Or a day. We're going to want to target that Syl, or this whole thing. She'll sustain this fight forever. See? Now we got that. We can take the rest of them out. Hopefully. I can't guarantee it, but we got a better chance. Let's just fight this to the end. I don't think we can get it because the decreased defense was off. But we'll see. Yeah, and then the decreased defense on us has been placed, so yeah. Maybe, though, that'll give us something easier that I can actually feast on. Like this, for instance. I knew he was going to slam extra hard. Okay, he didn't revive a second time. Good. How is our quest doing? Rank 5 or higher. It's gonna always start off with a vicious cleanse. There's a lot of artifacts I'm gonna have to clean out just to have a chance at this. Yeah, no. See how hard that is? We haven't even... We haven't even gotten to the bottom of it yet. We haven't even gotten to the bottom of it yet. Not even. Because you gotta be brutal with these substats. Right. Has to be rank 5 amulets only. We've only done 2. It's not gonna work. Don't even know if I can do enough of a gear cleanse just to feed the raw amount of fuel you actually need. Make this work. Because the amount of artifacts has to be that, can't be that amulet. can't believe I 16'd that amulet. Yeah, this would be a good one. There we go. 420, and then we spend it on that. Because that's generally what we want, right? To assemble her. For Yannicka frags! Oh my god, that's a lot of silver to burn for one stupid rare. Wow, what on earth is that? Yo, that's stupid. That's so stupid. Well, hope you enjoyed, and like and subscribe. I will see you later. Man, that was a ridiculous clan quest.